from beautiful, sunny New York City. Give it up for the Joystick Show.
I was still making thumbnail faces.
We did that like 2 minutes ago.
You're so late to the fucking party, bro.
I didn't hear the.
So we're all gonna have.
Here, everybody shut up.
Joey deserves a bad thumbnail photo.
Joey and Jerry are gonna do their thumbnail photos right now, and then when we come back, pretend like you didn't hear what I just said. Ready, go. You both did the exact same thing.
Why are we on a roller? Why are we going up on a roller coaster right now?
We're back. Okay, welcome to the Joystick Show. We're fine. Yep, we're good. Yeah, okay. All good. 289. It's great to be fine here with my felines. See what I said? My cats. My cool cats. Isn't that cool? You can call somebody your dog, and you can also call your cats.
Nah, I don't know if that would work.
Could you call someone your
cat?
rabbit?
What up, cool cat? They'd be like, what the fuck?
What year is it, bro?
It's a different year.
Hello, fellow kids. Like,
why are you acting like that's not exactly how my dad talks in the current day? Like, hello, fucking. Are we kidding?
Then again, though, sometimes your dad throws me for a loop because in my head, your dad is like his 10 out of 10 self, and sometimes your dad's like a 4 or a 6.
Let's
you know,
play,
like your dad in my head is like fucking jumping off the walls, like.
So let's play a game real quick. Ready? My girlfriend's name, for those at home who don't know, is Mildred, right? Mm-hmm. My dad has a nickname for Mildred. What do you think it is?
Dreddy.
Dreddy? No.
Drid.
Milbert.
Not Milbert.
Millie Mill.
That's the closest. that sounds, but it has nothing to do with
That even sounded like your dad. I was like, oh,
for whatever, and we don't know why. Even Mildred was like, why does he call me that? We're like, don't get me wrong. She thinks it's endearing. It's nice. He calls her Booga Brown.
Oh, that's amazing.
So it'd be like Booga Brown. Anytime she comes in, Booga Brown, Booga B. What up, Booga Brown? And she's, she loves it. She's like, hey, Bob, But I'm like, why is she Booga Brown?
I don't know. It's like, why is she a character in a Tarantino movie? She decided that's her role.
But yeah, welcome to the show. We talk about stuff. We talk about things. We make jokes, and that's pretty much that's the MO. Right next to my face is a series of topics that we will be discussing for the next 30 to 45 minutes. And now they're gone, and now we're gonna start discussing those topics real quick. This is gonna be the weirdest start to a Joystick show.
Okay.
I can't say that. There's been a lot weirder starts.
Yeah.
When was the last time, or let me rephrase that. What was the last Dude Perfect video you can remember watching?
I can go first because I was actually just talking about this. It was like a Frisbee trick shot video where they were like moving like on a vehicle and they had to like shoot it in like a basketball hoop and shit like that. It was just like a complete skills challenge with Frisbee. And it was years ago. It was probably like 5+ years ago.
Yeah, I don't. Basketball hoop. That's all.
That's the first one.
Like no, but like every video I'm thinking about, it's an object from a large distance
going into a basketball hoop.
And
if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
I've never heard of this name before. Like it doesn't ring a bell to me on the internet journey of mine. But I think maybe I saw ping pong. They were like bouncing ping pongs off of shit.
It actually blows my mind that you've managed to go this far without
because they're
people.
like some epic mealtime Smosh level, even bigger. Like
literally,
that's what I get.
They're on like The View and like the Today Show. Like,
I'm about to give you
TV
some
spots.
Fucking perspective. All right,
I think I know what you're.
They've been around since 2009.
Yeah,
I think.
I
think the last time that I saw a Dude Perfect video was 14 years ago, which is 2012, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
And it, believe it or not, was the same one that Jerry was talking about. It was the Frisbee versus basketball trick shot battle featuring Brody Smith, right? And I don't know why, but or I'm not gonna say I don't know why. I just grew up and got into other things, but that was kind of the end of that, and I managed to go the whole 12 rest of the years of my life.
I think maybe me being like a Jason with sports stuff, I would get reels all the fuck.
I think that's actually what it's starting to become.
And like years ago, like honestly, like I remember like early like 2022 reels just being flooded with Dude Perfect. Not interested. Like
so about a week ago. exactly as Dylan described it. They started flooding back into my my For You page, and I don't know why, but I clicked on one video where they started last year doing a yearly like World Trick Shot Championship, where they invite all these other famous trick shot channels and groups to come and like crown the winner every year, right? Fucking engaging video. I had a great time watching it. It was edited really well, and it started this weird marathon of me watching like 15 other Dude Perfect videos that they've put out in the past like 15 years. And yeah, these guys are onto something. So as Dylan was saying, kind of surprising you've gone this far without really seeing a video, because these guys are fucking everywhere, dude. They are uber Christian. That being said, they don't really like share it too much in their content. If like, and I was telling Jerry about it upstairs, sometimes they'll do like solo interviews and stuff, and they'll talk a little bit more of their faith. But because of that, their channels are super family friendly, which means they could monetize the absolute shit out of it. These guys make all kinds of apparel, clothing, basketballs. They have a body armor sponsorship that they've had for years, where they have flavors of the drink made. They have children's books. They have young adult books. Apparently they want to get into the animation game with an animated series pretty soon. They have Emmys for a Thursday night football thing that they did last year. They have multiple podcasts. It's crazy.
I have not heard of these people.
I don't know off the bat.
I recognize like there's like one guy that you've definitely, there's like one, he's like not, he's
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
He's the de facto leader. He wears like a hat and a beard.
His name is Tyler Tony.
Yeah, Tyler.
These
he's like the
don't ring a bell. Maybe by face.
He's
but
the
like,
main guy. But like you've had like they're.
I have to have seen a video.
They are the trick shot channel.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
know,
So
like
you need to give you the biography real quick. They're college best friends who, by the way, I thought were a lot older than us. I found out that they're less than 10 years older than us. They're actually Andy's age, which I was like, whoa, that's crazy.
Well,
that being said, they're college friends from Texas who lived in a house together when they were like 18 years old. Apparently, as the story goes, it was almost like Jackass. Like they just destroyed the house doing stupid stuff. The original title for the videos was Backyard Stuntman until they changed it to Dude Perfect, and they focused on like the basketball trick shots. But as the story goes, one of them had a camera. He filmed the first video, put it out on YouTube in 2009, and overnight it blew up. And the next morning, he got a call from Good Morning America saying that they wanted to air the video on their channel. And after that, just career out of it, basically. So as silly as it sounds, these guys have a full-on multi-million-dollar career out of trick shots. That's literally the MO. Somewhere down the line, I don't know the exact like schedule or calendar of when it happened. They kind of started pivoting into other forms of content. So they'll still do the trick shot videos, but there's a lot other things that they do. I've seen like airsoft battles. They have like mini game battles. They do sports battles where they actually play against the Savannah Bananas and things like that. But they're actually really well done. Like I was watching an interesting video today about the actual business side of it, where another YouTube channel who that's his focus is he visits popular YouTubers to get like the financial aspects and the business side of things. And he was the dudes were talking about how they spend like $25,000 to $30,000 per video on budgets. They have this whole team of like pre-production people who like work on making thumbnails and all these videos and stuff like that. But yeah, these guys are touching absolutely everything, and it's kind of bonkers to me that I've gone as far as I have without watching their videos. Also, I find it crazy to me that at near 30 years old, I actually legitimately enjoy them. And I think what it actually has to do with it is this sense of competition, where like every video they're like actively facing against each other. And with that, it brings out like these little characteristics. Like the guy Dylan was talking about, Tyler, who's the de facto leader of the group. He's like the freak athlete. So like the whole spiel with him is he's like the friend in the group that they don't like because he's good at everything. So anytime they do any type of sport, he knocks it out of the park, and they're like, motherfucker. But because of that, he wins a lot of them. So when when the guy who never wins, it turns into this whole like, holy shit, he actually pulled it off. And then the other thing is, like I mentioned earlier, the videos are edited fucking awesome. Like it's aside from the graphics and like the cool attentions to detail, it's like the pacing and the storylines that they're putting on. I'm not even trying to gas it. I watched one video a couple nights ago that legit felt like I was watching the last 2 minutes of a tied basketball game. Like by the end of it, I was like, holy fucking shit. I was like, yeah. And it's Dude Perfect. You know what I mean? There's no stakes. They're playing sports against the golf YouTube channel. But I thought it was pretty cool. That being said, oddly enough, inspired me to get some more work done on Joystick, because the truth is we do like a fucking 16th of what they're doing, and we could still be doing it much better. So that's kind of the mindset that I've had going forward. So that, you know, going on, Christian Joystick, that's our whole spiel here.
That's the route we need.
Never gonna curse ever again on this channel. I've gotten them all out.
We have we're gonna have a little just ping pong ball and cup somewhere in this somewhere. The entire episode we're just gonna be fucking bouncing it off people's heads. And
maybe that's actually what we do. We quit Joystick and start our own trick shot channel to compete.
Yeah, but we only use like giant balls for some reason. It's really tiring.
Like medicine balls.
I need 5 minutes. I need 5 minutes. All right,
we're doing like workout sets practically. But no, I just wanted to shout it out because I thought it was very funny that, like I mentioned, I've gone half my life without really seeing a video, and then all of a sudden they're relevant again. But shout outs. I was also gonna mention they have like, how many channels do they have? They have Dude Perfect. They just made. Oh, by the way, can you guess how many subscribers the Dude Perfect channel has?
30 mil.
A little higher.
Yeah, it's very high.
I was going to say 32.
Because you got to think about it too. It's international. A trick shot works in every country.
Yeah,
right?
I don't get to know what you're saying. I want to see you throw the ball.
Yeah.
62 million on the main channel.
62 million.
They have a new channel that I think they made either earlier this year or late last year called Dude Perfect Outdoors, which, as the name suggests, focus on like wildlife and wilderness.
Bass Pro Shop.
394,000 subscribers already with just 24 videos.
Yeah.
I also told Jerry, interestingly enough, I was reading on like the Wikipedia page, that guy Tyler went to college for like fishing and hunting, which is like something I did not know you could get your degree in.
You can get your degree in fishing and hunting.
Hunting and
You
fisheries.
get your degree in farming.
There's Dude.
That I know.
They have
but,
Dude
like,
Perfect Plus,
what's
which
the
is
difference?
just behind the scenes shit. That's 1.4 million. Dude Perfect Gaming, 424,000. Which, by the way, as much as I am a fan of the main channel, their gaming channel is horse shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say
it is the worst looking thing.
I was like,
They probably
I thought you were
don't
about
play
to give
games.
props to this fucking.
Not only does the videos already look kind of choppy, when you watch the videos, they don't even play against each other. They play against computers. I'm like, bro, like, I don't get me wrong. I know like 80% of the people watching this are children and they don't give a shit. But I'm like, man, if you're gonna be a fucking Let's Play channel, play against a real person.
Well,
at
also,
least.
also their whole gimmick is that they do competition with each other, and now they're playing against bots. It's
that defeats the purpose.
So that's 4 channels right there. All that to say, apparently they have way more ideas. They said they want to do Dude Perfect Junior. They want to do Dude Perfect Girls. All this
Dude
crazy
Perfect
stuff.
babies.
Babe
Dude Perfect Senior Citizens.
It's right there, Babe Perfect.
Babe Perfect.
Yeah.
But
Girl, I mean, they'll probably have to do Girly Perfect or something if they, you know.
Their wives are kind of involved too. I think one of their wives wrote like a book for them, like a Dude Perfect children's book. So fucking shout out. So look, they got all kinds of bases covered. But yeah, shout outs.
Speaking of books, I got some stuff I want to talk about. I've been doing a lot of reading this past few weeks. And by reading, I mean watching the adaptations of these new books. And I want to talk about the newly created Animal Farm and Lord of the Flies, which came out last year. So take a guess, which one do you think did not do well? The revamped Animal Farm or
I didn't know either of these got remade.
Yeah, me neither.
So
That's
I'm gonna say both didn't do well because I haven't heard of either of these.
Me neither.
So Lord of the Flies is amazing, but it turns out making an animated children's movie about Animal Farm did not do well. That did not fly very well. For those of you who know the story of Animal Farm, it's about the Russian Revolution and about, you know, not letting people in the higher power take control over the people in the lower economic status. And when they made Animal Farm, they made it. It's made by Andy Serkis, who's Gollum.
Oh, I thought you meant like the book. I was like, he did not write the book.
No,
Yeah,
Andy Serkis directed, and this was a passion project of his.
Claw.
He was like, I wanted this film since like 2011. He says that this was like one of my favorite books when I was a kid. And he says, and I wanted it to make it for like a new generation. But at the same time, you know, I didn't want it. I wanted them to think, but I didn't want it to be so political and in your face.
But that's
it's Animal Farm.
And that's exactly what people are saying. It's Animal Farm.
That the book, like I don't know. I think that a lot of times this needs to happen with famous people, where someone in the room just has to go, no. That they just cut it, just stop them before it goes too far, because it's like, hey, we have this book about the Russian famine, and it's about how like the people, you get the proletariat versus the bourgeoisie kind of situation with like they're gonna cut off the food supply, and it's like, okay, let's make it animated. And
Seth Rogen voices Napoleon, which is the main antagonist.
What the fuck?
Yeah, you didn't hear about that?
That's what is Napoleon in the book? Is he a pig?
He's one of the main pigs.
Okay.
So also into the story, it's about farm animals revolting against the humans and then making their own set of list of rules. Like, all animals are equal. Like, we do not trust humans.
Like,
and
I see where he was going, but it's like, no.
Little by little, the pigs start showing human traits. Like, the pigs start to learn and walk on two legs, and they're like, no, we're still animals. We just walk on two legs now. And they start changing rules. Mm-hmm. So people who like really enjoyed the book were like, this isn't it. George Orwell didn't write the book for to make it be family friendly and kid friendly. And then the right, for some reason, was like, this is woke because it's going to go against the capitalism. Like, they were completely missing the point of the story.
Yeah, I was like, that's a...
They were like...
They have problems with the book.
Is this Trump?
You know what I mean? They got problems with the whole thing.
The movie just looks unappealing, too, honestly.
Andy Serkis said that he wanted to do something different and tell the story from the perspective of a pig, which is supposedly the main antagonists. And he says, but I wanted our new added character to realize the problems that his species is doing and wanting to go against that. Like, there's no problem seeing the things or knowing what you've contributed to was wrong and wanting to change for the better, which is interesting on paper. I've been listening to a lot of reviewers talk about it. They're like, that's interesting on paper, but it fell flat. And I think it's because he didn't double down and make it as political as it could have
also
been.
I feel like the point of the book is for you as the reader to realize those things.
Yeah.
I don't need a character to go through that journey. I need to go through that journey. Same with a movie. It's like, I care about the character, but I'm going on the road of the plot or whatever's going on as much as the character in the movie or whatever the fuck this is.
It flopped. I don't think it's in theaters anymore, but I'm still interested to see it, despite their publicist was going crazy on Instagram, showing every reel and like trying to get as much social interaction as possible. But what I was really interested is Lord of the Flies, which was created specifically for a British streaming network. And when I heard about it,
that's why we haven't heard about it.
I heard about this live action like adaptation, and I was like,
you heard about it, Lord of the Fly in it? It's crazy fucking show.
They low-key do sound like that.
I don't have a fucking fly in it. The fuck is this?
I was interested. I was like, where can I watch this? And they was like, oh, it's on some like British streaming, and I gave up. I wasn't gonna go into VPNs and all that shit. I don't understand. But when I went on Netflix, I saw that they got the rights to like show it on Netflix. So if you're interested in Lord of the Flies, it's on Netflix, and it's only 4 episodes. They made it a mini series, and I thought it was great. It does everything to the T of the book, and as well as adds a little bit of backstory of the kids that is kind of implied when reading the story. But it was nice to see it like in the show. Very much enjoyed. I saw the behind the scenes too. Netflix had a behind the scenes, and it showed the director, and he was like, we wanted to use a real set, so we wanted to use a real island. And he says, and it was hard working with 35 young kids on an island trying to get their attention, the waves crashing. And he says, but some of them are really talented, and the one that was talented is the antagonist. I forgot his name. Jack, I don't know.
Lord Fly.
He is Draco Malfoy in the new Harry Potter.
Oh.
And after watching Lord of the Fly, I'm like, that kid's gonna kill it. Like, that kid was a snarky, like, mean kid, and I'm like, he's gonna kill it as Draco. No worries for there. Last thing I want to say about Lord of the Flies, in the book, it's about these children that are on an airplane and it crashes into an island, and then little by little they try their best to like have a sustained society that's like well organized. And some kids are like, I don't want to do this. And then they create 2 parties, and then the parties fight each other, and they basically like low-key start killing each other.
Like Lost.
Yeah, I guess.
British law.
You're gonna send me into a fucking PTSD.
What's up with that hatch, eh? Is the hatch gonna open? I don't understand.
We are the island.
We are
it's
the
like
island.
they're British anyway. They're already British on the show. We already got a fucking Aussie and shit.
You mean to tell me we've been dead this whole fucking time?
No. Oh, shit.
Spoiler.
So I have to watch that show. But yeah, last thing I want
You don't.
I don't.
No,
you don't.
I could skip it.
Yeah, you don't. It came out 22. Damn, time is an illusion. Lost came out 22 years ago.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
talked
word.
about it a year ago.
You
I'm on,
did.
yeah. Damn.
Yeah, right?
Damn. I stopped watching it. 6
Imagine how
months
many
ago.
years Bar Rescue was ago. Jesus Christ.
How many
Yeah.
years ago was
It was like
Cheers.
Bars Rescue into MasterChef into something else into fucking Lost.
Yeah.
We just got to find what the new hit show
Lord
is.
of the Flies.
Lord of the Flies. That's
I
what
like
it is.
it. No, I liked. Last thing I want to say about it is that the kids kind of go feral and they start like using war paint on each other. For that scene, he gave like a bunch of paint and like loose materials and clothing that you would find in a suitcase, and he said, "Go crazy. If you're going to war, if you're having a fight with other kids, what does your character look like?" And the kids were like painting themselves, putting on the costumes, and then he told the costumes and makeup, "Take a picture of this. This is from the mind of a legit child." And he says, "I want you to, when we shoot any scenes with them in their war paint or like being crazy, create it exactly how they created." And I was like, that's really dope. Like, he actually was like, this is exactly what they created from the mind of a child. And he says, we need to have it on the show just exactly like
Giant penis on their
that.
face.
He's like,
It's like look what I did. It's
a
like
rocket ship.
that's a swastika. Okay, let's read it again.
we can't put that on
Except
the show.
okay, we're doing this except for that kid. That kid is no longer on.
Okay, well,
That kid has
your
been
war paint is a little
exited the show.
problematic. What is that? Well, you painted your entire face black. So
And body. That's a little
And,
unnecessary. We are out of black paint entirely.
pretty cool.
fucking shout outs to the
Yes.
Lord of the Flies and whisper ins to Animal Farm.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I didn't notice that on Netflix because there's something else that's number one on Netflix. I like to give an honorable mention to. Then you guys watched the roast of Kevin Hart.
I didn't.
I did
Oh,
not.
wow.
I heard it. I heard a lot about it. Something else was on that day, I
Wow,
think.
number one. It's
Wasn't
number
it the
one on
fight
Netflix
or-
right now.
Yeah, there was a fight on that day.
I was busy writing something.
I was also watching a playoff game, so like honestly,
That too, yeah.
I was like, I could watch this any other time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which you
exactly.
can.
That's
The
what it was.
beauty of Netflix.
That's the beauty of Netflix.
What about it? You liked it?
I mean,
Did you get roasty?
I mean, it's like it was. First off, it was like edited. It was 3 hours. So like,
Yeah.
first off, like you gotta cut that down a little bit.
Right.
Like the reason why the old roast on Comedy Central were 3 hours, there were commercials. It would cut the commercial, then the next person would come up. Yes, okay, that's why it was 3 hours. No reason it should be 3 hours. But it was funny. It was really, really good. I enjoyed it. Obviously, there's a level of hackiness that comes with roasts because you're trying to be offensive, you're trying to be mean, you're trying to be offensive to everyone on the dais. But yeah, I thought it was pretty funny. Shane Gillis does a really good job. And also, he makes it very obvious when it's his joke versus not his joke.
Yeah.
It's very obvious to tell which jokes were written by Nick Mullen. It's very, very, very clear. Those stick out like a sore thumb, and you're like, oh, that was kind of actually mean. But yeah, really funny.
that was too real.
The only person who really bombed was Regina Hall and Tiana Taylor. Weirdly enough,
But
were the
I
two
mean, they're
people.
not really comedians.
Yeah, they're
you
not.
know?
But again, they tried. They did like a character gimmick kind of thing,
gotcha.
and it's like if
That
doesn't-
never works.
It never does.
The only person who ever pulled it off was Bill Hader.
Yeah.
when he played the president of
like
Hollywood.
basically Regina's whole thing was that like she could connect with like the afterlife. And basically, she was like summoning people from like Kevin's past and like his aunt, to tell him a bunch of fucked up shit.
Gotcha.
And I was like, this is really not working.
Coming from a theater kid, that's very theater
Yeah,
kid.
it was so theater kid energy, and I was like, who wrote this? Because it didn't fit with anything else. But Pete Davidson, funny. Tony was a really good heel because a lot of the jokes were just towards Tony Hinchcliffe. He was the easy villain to be. The Rock showed up. He was very funny. The Rock literally shows up for about 40 minutes. He's like, I'm gonna take my dick out. I'm taking it out. I was like, The Rock, no. And then like there's literally the funniest.
It's out of nowhere.
Like literally, there's like a whole like The Rock didn't have a set. Like he just got on. He's like, sit on my lap, Kevin. Sit on my lap, baby boy. And I'm like, this is literally.
Came out, was like, who wants to see my dick?
Yeah.
Family friendly. Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
This is what comedy is, right?
The whole time I'm watching with watching with Marianthi. She's like doing work on her computer or whatever.
Shit, that's so funny.
And she is like, she's finding it funny. That was my gauge to know that it was funny because she found it funny and didn't find it like offensive or like too much or whatever. One thing I didn't appreciate is that the next day Chelsea Handler went on CNN and Don Lemon's podcast to say how people went too far and how we shouldn't have taken the low road.
Shut the fuck
and
up,
that
Chelsea.
she took the high road in the jokes, which by the way,
after a career of taking the low road on her television
which
show.
by the way, her jokes were being the heel, oh ha ha ha, I'm a slut. That's not really being the high road. Just because you didn't make an abortion joke and you didn't make a Jew joke because you are Jewish and a Zionist, I think that's on you. And then she also got called out for being friends with Epstein.
There you go.
But I think that's why she was a little butthurt. But overall, I mean, I like the roast. Keep it to 2 hours. There was a lot of good bits.
I've only seen a handful of Gillis jokes, but my favorite one that I heard was Kevin Hart is so short. How short is he? Kevin Hart is so short that when he's lynched, it's going to be on a bonsai tree.
That was good. His family, his ancestors came here on a slave ship in a bottle. Very,
that's good.
That's
good.
Nick Mullen. It has to be.
That's
like there's
good.
little things like
There was
there.
one he said where he's like, Kevin's got a 44-inch vertical, which I know because he can kiss his wife on the lips.
A lot of good jokes. Cat Williams came out like the Undertaker, like they lifted him up from the stage.
I'm gonna pull my motherfucking dick out.
Yeah, no dicks from him. He was very like, his jokes were very like non-jokes. Like they were like, he was basically saying how like Kevin Hart didn't do anything wrong on the island just because he was there. But the way he gets quiet after you ask him about it, then he probably did something wrong. And yeah,
Didn't they apologize to each other? That was like trending.
yeah, they hugged each other, and
I had
then
no idea there was beef.
Yeah, and then Kevin at the end was like, "Oh, you want to know what good acting is? That's good acting." And it was but yeah, Lizzo showed up. Lizzo was very funny. Shane Gillis was like basically like, "Hey, I met her today, and she's super cool. So I'm really sorry." And it was like, "Oh, she showed up, aka beached or whatever." Like like absolutely killed. But then every time, like, "Sorry, I didn't write these. You're really nice.
You're really nice.
Like, really
I just met you.
That's
like a very Shane Gillis thing to do too.
Yeah,
Like,
and,
my bad. It's part of it.
Pete Davidson did good.
Pete.
Yeah,
It's weird now that Pete is the veteran. Like that's kind of the weird part where we come from a place where he was literally the rookie.
And Pete
Wow.
was so like not offensive about
was he?
it.
And I mean this. I am a fan of his. I don't mean this to be like me. Was he like coked up or was he?
He was pretty chill. He was
his last special. You could tell it was hard to watch, low key.
He was good. He looked good. It was like he was the cleanest, I would say.
Okay.
He was very tame. He was very like very obvious jokes about the people. Jeff Ross was there, but in spirit. Not really, but he almost died from cancer. So now that he's back,
Gotcha.
he dressed up like Eddie Murphy.
Of course.
Yeah. But yeah, I would give it like an 8 out of 10. The drama channels have like weeks of content. Too Lazy to Try is already on like 10 videos probably at this point about the drama that insists. When I don't think there really is any drama. It's just comedians beefing. A lot of Joe Rogan jokes, obviously. A lot of giving fellatio to Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
No one as good as the Mike the Situation.
Oh my god, yeah. No moments like that.
When I got a bunch of naked women looking over my body. It's like, what are you saying, dog? He had one good joke at the beginning and then derailed after that. That was Trump's.
That was Trump's roast?
Yep.
Yeah. Trump's roast that was one of the better.
Dude,
that was one of the better.
If you haven't rewatched that roast in a while, I implore you to go back because
this was before his presidency.
A very long time before his
2012,
presidency.
yeah.
And he made it clear back then that he wanted to run, and a lot of the jokes are like, "You're never gonna be fucking president, Don." And you watch it now, and you're like, "Motherfucker,
2 terms.
what did we do?
2 terms. 2 terms.
What did we do?
Yeah.
Non-consecutive.
Right?
Not the
Non-consecutive. 2 terms.
It's important. I also watched a streaming special. I watched Punisher.
Ooh,
One Last Kill. Yeah. I got some things to say about
I
this.
also watched it.
I need to watch it.
So I'm probably gonna spoil some stuff, but I promise you, it's nothing crazy spoiler worthy.
Alfie's Pizza's in it.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that in a second because I have a gripe with that. Let me set the stage for you here. Daredevil season 2 just ended, but they had announced before the season even started that the week after it ended, they were gonna basically air this Punisher special. It's a one shot. Not really meant to further into anything. It's kind of just like what Punisher's up to.
Is it a movie?
That was the big question.
Is it a short?
It's a special. That's the best way to.
It is a 160-minute thing. That's the best way I could put it. Based on how I'm speaking about it already, I wasn't super fond of it, and I'll get to more of it at the end. My nitty gritty, so to speak. But the whole spiel is basically he's going through some serious PTSD. At the same time, New York is on the brink of fucking crime collapse. Like, they make the streets of New York look worse than the Gaza Strip. It's insane.
Yeah, they make it look kind of crazy.
Like the ding dong. Literally, the special opens with like a group of thugs stealing a homeless guy's dog and throwing it in front of a garbage truck. Like that is the beginning of this special. Yeah. And way more shit happens. Basically.
Yeah, you're literally like, this is the Punisher. It's just like some guy.
And like I'm watching this, and the reason it gets on my nerves is like we just got finished watching Daredevil, Spider-Man. This shit is happening in this city right now. This shit is happening. Whatever. Point. I could get past that.
They're in the bad area.
His whole thing is like he wants to low-key kill himself, or at the very least give up being Punisher because like he can't do it anymore. He's basically come to terms with the fact that no matter how many people he kills, it's not gonna bring his family back. Yada yada yada.
Oh no shit!
Imagine, learned a lesson.
Imagine watching the fucking Punisher movie, and he just goes, that's not gonna help anybody.
It's not gonna help.
Hey, damn, man. That's not gonna.
You saw that 13-minute Punisher movie?
That's not gonna. Hey, he's on his couch.
Maybe I should
I'll just go work.
Take a hobby.
He's on his couch.
The one-shot killing montage.
Yeah.
Hello, princess. He's just on his couch. You know what I mean?
So
maybe I'll be a streamer.
He fucking, he's like, I'm gonna put this life behind me, and then right after, this old Italian woman in a wheelchair is like, you killed my whole family, and now I have to kill you. And in very tropey fashion, she's like, I've given every killer in this city your address, and at this time, which was the time you killed my family, I'm gonna kill you. And it's like, all right, cool. He gave him a fucking head start. I was even watching it. She goes there with like this big ass black dude. Yeah. And I'm like, why could you kill him right there? You just gotta make it a whole fucking game, give him a shot. Yeah. Whatever. Fast forward, and then literally the whole rest of the special is just like him fighting his way out of like this apartment complex, very like The Raid style, where he's just killing people left and right. And that's pretty much the special, right? The way it ends is with basically like the one important, I guess, detail is it basically ends with the Punisher coming back in like a brand new suit, and I guess it's kind of
is that the one he's wearing for brand?
It's kind of important going into Spider-Man. It's basically saying like he's back on the streets doing the Punisher thing in full force, and that's like that's what the special's basically there to say.
They're like, look at his beard.
Here's my biggest fucking gripe with this, and I want you to listen to this, Dylan, because I need you to picture it. Right?
Okay,
picture
in my head, visualizing.
The special takes place in Little Italy, and they filmed it on 117th Street in Jamaica.
Right off Jamaica.
Yeah.
You know where the dentist shop is?
Yeah, I know.
Do you know how fucking weird that is?
I know, because it's Jamaica, and then slightly up it's Alfie's, Metropolitan, Jamaica. It all
it's Little Italy, but there's, the above ground train, Jamaica Avenue, and all this shit. It's like, so
hey, we want to be
weird.
in Little Italy. Let's move to Little Guyana. Like,
it's
literally.
Mildred said the exact same word.
Literally
Word for
on
word,
Google Maps, that
bar.
area is now Little Guyana. So like, what are we doing?
So yeah, it's so weird. Part of me was like, all right, shout outs to Marvel keeping South Queens alive through fucking Spider-Man and Punisher, but as someone who lives in New York City, it is one of the most visually just like offsetting things, because they're like, Little Italy's a fucking wreck, and it's like, this is near my house.
This is a Dominican restaurant
right
there,
there,
bro. It's inside.
Dominicans.
It's fucking insane. And then there's like, the best way I could describe it is like they use different parts of the city, like the apartment building. I've never seen a building that looks like that. I don't even know if it's in this city, but then that's like his house. It's just like a whole mishmash of parts of. I would hope is New York City, but like I said, I genuinely don't know if the whole thing was filmed in New York.
I think they're getting different locales. They're like, we're filming this day in LIC, we're filming this day here.
What does Google say? Where was Punisher one last kill shot?
Because we could probably pinpoint all these locations.
I mean, it literally says the Richmond Hill neighborhood. It says literally the exact same block in universe from the Spider-Man do a flip scene.
Yeah, that's there.
It is, yeah. But fucking yeah, that's yeah. Oh, interesting. You know the old movie theater that's back there?
Yeah.
That was the Italian restaurant. They just put the sign over that. That's pretty cool. Look at that.
So they put a lot of signs over stuff, but over the dentist they put like pork shop or something like that.
I mean, they do that with every movie, but still, fucking, that was the weirdest thing about it. All that to say, if I'm being completely honest, probably like a 7.5 for me.
That's high for what you just.
But you have to keep in mind, like it's like
it was still cool.
And I think had this been a show or had this been a movie, it would have lost more points. Yeah. But because it was just what it was just that hour-long special.
I want other companies to do this. Be like, this movie isn't that good.
It's a special.
It's not a movie.
But that's not a bad idea.
They made their own rubric.
Also, a quick shout out to Jon Bernthal, who not only plays Punisher but also like wrote and produced it as well. So he's
cool. I like.
I was also talking to Mildred, who I in my opinion, I think Jon Bernthal next to Tom Holland and Ryan Reynolds have the most control over their characters in the Marvel universe. Like they can say whatever they want, and the producers and Feige will just kind of be like, sure, But
as long as no one's napping.
Word. But shout outs to Punisher One Last Kill. I wanted to talk about it because it's been a while since I came away from a Marvel project and I was like, like the last couple ones have been hits, so this one was like, But at the same time, there is that comfort in knowing that it's not a really big deal. It's really just supposed to be like this puzzle piece between Daredevil and Spider-Man that kind of exists in its own little bubble. But other than that, 7.5. Also, there's this viral clip from the special going around where there's a scene where Punisher gets pushed off of a roof and he like falls
the VFX
slow motion
is
into
fucked
like
up.
a thing, and people were basically talking about how it looks very Uncanny Valley and shit, but they basically revealed that the entire shot was legitimate. The only CGI that they did was replacing Jon Bernthal's face with the stuntman, and when you go back and rewatch it, that's 100% the problem with the shot. But yeah, other than that, a lot of good action, obviously. Some good killing and shooting and stabbing and blowing up and whatnot. So shout outs to Punisher.
Lots of that.
What was it, a 7.5?
Yeah.
Can I talk about a 10 out of 10 game?
We're running out of time, but fuck yeah.
I'll quickly do it.
You got 3 minutes?
All right, I'll quickly do it.
3 minutes?
I got you. There's a game called Mixtape.
Yes.
And IGN gave it a 10 out of 10. And everyone was like, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. Like, Resident Evil 9 got a 9 out of 10. How do you do this? And I saw like the pros, the cons, people saying this game is woke, this game is gay, there's no game at all. Like someone put one of the cutscenes and didn't touch the controller and it still kind of got to the end of the story. I played it, I beat it, and it kind of, gamers just complain too much. I enjoyed it. I thought it was funny.
Yeah. You do the licking mini game
because there were a lot of, I remember because like IGN gave it a 10 and there was all this hate, and then every streamer that played it was like, yeah, it's a 10 out of 10. It's a great game. It's very solid. Everyone gave it like a 9 or a 10.
Something else someone else said, it was like, I guess it's, if you base it around the genre of that type of game, those story-based games, those slice of life kind of games that get you into like the environment, the characters, it is a 10 out of 10. But if you want to compare it as like a game with like Red Dead, God of War, then it would go down in scale. But I think it's a really good game. And none of the characters were like gay. Not even if it wouldn't matter if they were or were not. But everyone was like, this game's gay. There's nothing like they're like. And this was also the 90s, so like no one had anything that was like
gay. Didn't exist back then.
It didn't exist, or it wasn't as prominent. But I really,
I think maybe that's why. Maybe that's why they think it's woke, because they're gayifying the 90s.
They're like, it's too soft. Like,
yeah, it's like, because the 90s was very like edgy rap, like WWE.
I don't think I honestly think this is, and I hate to be that guy that just always pinpoints it back to this, but I just think it's kind of the alpha male culture that's spewed out, where now everything is gay.
There's no basketball, there's no guns in this game.
Remember having hobbies? Hobbies are gay now. Can't have those anymore.
No, if you have a
hobby, you're autistic.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's what it is.
Can I go
Hobby's
back to
autistic.
the kissing mini game in the game where the
People
girl,
got super upset about that.
the girl is so it's very. I made my cousin play it. They're visiting, and how I explained it is that it's very Ferris Bueller, where the main protagonist will break the fourth wall, look at the camera, and say the song that she's referencing and for the moment and how she remembers it. So this girl wants to be a music supervisor, someone that is in charge of like DJs or the music and movies, because she loves it. Like that's her passion, and she wants to leave to New York, and it's her last day in her hometown, and you get to see how her friends are and like how they feel about her moving and making this big change in her life. Very slice of life, has a very sad ending, but it was very bittersweet. But she correlates every like mini game. She correlates it with a legit song, like a
real song,
and it goes with a mini game. So there was this romance song that like she says, "Oh, and this was my first kiss. He liked me. He made me this mixtape, and like let's just get it over with." And it's that tongue kissing mini game. And I was like, okay, like it's meant to kind of be ugly and awkward because they're young, and then like once it's done, it's done. But like the internet was like, I think also like saying this is ugly, this is disgusting, and then trying to make you feel guilty. They were like, and if you play it, you're a pedophile because they're teenagers.
It wasn't
and you
that.
like it.
It started with Sony posted it. Sony wanted to like basically promote the game, and they chose that part to say like, oh, play mixtape, and everybody had like a field day.
Yeah.
They were like, this is what you would promote.
Okay, I mean, okay.
That is a weird thing to promote.
Okay, now that you explained that the gay stuff makes total, this is a gay. I mean, it makes total, like, people are just misogynistic. Of course, of course, like, this is like, I can see everyone calling this game gay as hell. Like, it's not, but
Now,
I liked making Slurpees. I like pushing people down shopping carts.
yeah, that sounds great.
It was fun. It was a fun time.
I was like, people hate living. What's up with the alpha male people? All of like these tech bros and AI, they hate. Like they're like, doesn't it suck that you have to cook a meal? And it's like, no, I like cooking a meal. You know.
You know who
like,
doesn't hate living? Dude Perfect.
Exactly, dude.
Love it.
Exactly, and it's like just imagine like being like playing a game where you do shit in life and people are like, this fucking sucks. Where's fucking Thanos? Where's my gun? Where's my gun? Where's my army guy?
Shoot things.
Where's my Gritty? Where's Peter Griffin?
Just a summary of knowledge of the past. You could literally write the next fucking what's that song by this guy?
It's like, where's Boba Fett doing the Gritty? I don't see that. This isn't a game for me.
Stay tuned for Dylan's cover of "We Didn't Start the Fire" with only weird internet references from the past 3 years. Gritty Peter Griffin.
Dude Perfect.
Yeah. Fucking so what do you give it then? Is it a 10 out of 10 in your book?
In my eyes, if in the genre for like slice of life
in the genre.
In the genre, it is a 10 out of 10. If you want to say outside of the genre, compare it to like every other game, I'd give it an 8.5, close to a 9.
What if it had more cheese though?
Damn, that'd be like 100.
All right, well, that's a podcast right there. Let's recommend some fucking songs.
Quick platinum too, man.
And move on, shall we?
I'll go first.
Also, shout out to Spotify for dropping a mid-year Spotify Wrapped out of nowhere.
And a new icon.
Yeah, we got a whole disco ball thing.
Yeah, I'm not in favor of the Spotify Wrapped. It's called Wrapped. Keep it once a year. I don't. my stuff's way out of whack right now. I need the whole. It's like I'm like the New York Mets. You know, I need the whole year to regulate. I'm gonna go with Interstate Love Song by Stone Temple Pilots. Classic banger song. That's it. Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna give a shout out to my girlfriend for randomly showing me this pop punk Puerto Rican band. They're called Monstera PR. Just in case you didn't know they were Puerto Rican. And the song is "EsTe flow es CuLpA TuYa." Did I say that right?
What?
"EsTe flow es CuLpA TuYa."
Oh, this flow is your fault.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go with a song off the new LUCKI album.
Oh, yeah, I was listening to this.
I haven't finished going through it, but I got to the song called "Stupid Prizes."
Yeah, that's a good song.
It's a good song.
It's a good song.
I'm gonna go ahead.
Imagine if me and Jerry had the same yam. How embarrassing.
I'm gonna go ahead and do nothing now. Dylan so rudely put me on. No, I'm gonna go ahead and pick a song called "Trouble" by the old school emo band Pasadena. It's just a good jam. It's got a really nice guitar lick.
Is
It's
that
good
the
vocals.
band?
I like some nice vocals.
That's the band.
No. Oh, is that your wedding band?
Yeah.
And you just play with it like a fucking toy.
Yeah, I made sure to get one that Beybladed.
Yeah,
Oh.
that actually be
That's
really.
pretty sick.
I mean, I'd say that'd be cool. That would be that'd be different.
Yeah.
That'd be different. But
That'd be like she allowed in Greece. You got that? You got someone to make you
Let it rip, and there's a wedding band on it.
well, thanks for watching episode 289 of the Joystick Show. We appreciate you hanging out with us. We're gonna go ahead and make another video, if you can believe it or not. But until then, we'll catch you on the flip side next time. Sound good?
Peace.
I like how you both said it.
Bruce.